My name is Max, and I'm going to be explaining how I got my bench to 3 plates at 15 years old. Now I'm going to be going over the main things that brought my bench up to there. Starting off, we're going to start off with the form. So the high school weight room form that everyone's taught is back flat on the bench, which is stupid. It's not gonna help you move with the most weight, and it's gonna put your shoulder in a really vulnerable position. What you instead want to do is try to dig your traps into the bench. It should create an arch in your back, which is gonna put your chest in front of your shoulders, so it's gonna help you move more weight and not get a shoulder injury. And you're gonna want your legs below you, preferably below your knees. It's going to help you get leg drive. Leg drive can add 25 pounds alone to your bench. And there's some other stuff like keeping your lats tight and gripping the bar hard. But for the most part, you just want to have your leg drive, your arch. You want to have those perfected because that is what probably added the most to my bench. Next, we're going to be talking about your frequency. You want to treat bench pressing as a skill. So you're going to want to be performing the skill as much as you can so you can get good at it. If you really want to get a good bench, I personally recommend at least benching 3 times a week. What I was doing is I would have a heavy day, like a really heavy day of the week. I'd have my light and like technique day where I'm just going really light or just working on like bar speed, technique, bar path. And then I would have an accessory day where I would do like, say my lockout was weak, I would do like a pin press, or if off the chest I was really slow, I'd do a pause bench. Just something to really help me improve the skill and improve my weak points. The thing is accessories, and I cannot stress how important accessories are for getting your bench up. The biggest ones I focused on were my weighted dip, my skull crusher, and my JM press. Weighted dips are going to be the king. I'm just going to say it. It's a very debated thing. Weighted dips are probably the best way to get your bench up. If you can do a dip with 4 plates, like you'll be benching a lot of weight. And they're so easy to overload on, and like you can really easily just slip on 5-10 pounds or do an extra rep every single week. They're so easy to overload on, which is like probably another thing that's really important for getting your bench up, is just really trying to overload every week. Same with skull crushers and JM press. They're so easy to overload, and they're extremely good tricep builders. The JM press specifically, I found really is gonna, if you can tolerate it, is really gonna help your elbow. It will bulletproof your elbow if you can get good at them. Sometimes you might get a little pain in the elbow because it is a very stressful movement on the elbow. But if you can safely get good at JM press and get like into the like doing a plate raw, you'll be a good bench presser. And what's gonna help all of this stuff work together is gonna be your recovery. If you go bench 2 days a week, do your accessories, overload every week, get 2 hours of sleep, and then not eat enough protein, not get enough healthy fats or healthy carbs, you're not going to be progressing at all. You're going to be feeling horrible when you wake up. You're going to be weak in the gym, and you're probably going to lose strength and injure yourself. So getting those 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night, getting a gram of protein per pound of body weight, healthy carbs, healthy fats, really focusing on just recovering your body and your muscles after a long workout is really going to go a long way. So to sum up all the information in this video, it's going to be your form, perfecting your form, your frequency, finding a good high frequency bench. So you're benching a lot of times a week and you're doing the right accessories along with that high bench frequency. And recovering after a hard workout, and just it's gonna prep you so much, and you're gonna feel so good when you focus on your recovery. There are some like miscellaneous things you can do, like using elbow wraps. but I wouldn't really dabble in those until you can do at least 275. Um, Getting like I said earlier in the video, a yoga mat or like a bench mat, because some of the benches, like at commercial gyms especially, are really slippery. And chalk, if your gym allows it. My gym did ban chalk a while back, so I'm still a little pissy about that. But those are all the things you're gonna want to do to get a bigger bench press.
Oh,